we're not giving them something, then shame on us. We have to do something. And by offering programs, we're taking steps. They're slow steps, but you gotta crawl before you walk, so that's what we're doing here.
You got the chapel. How you doing? All right. Chapel, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you too. I think that's probably one of the things that we struggle with most as men, is how to take the high road in a situation of disrespect. And that personal accountability, that personal responsibility that you're talking about, it has ramifications like that pond and that pebble in that pond that you...
Good afternoon. How's everyone doing?
It affects the yard.
Yep, that was that. Right, we'll keep you there.
You're really holding the key to
Motherfucking hell, love
those
this.
decisions, and I just appreciate
Remember?
that as men.
I was hoping somebody could maybe tell me what this group is all about.
It's a library group, and it allows us to develop an understanding of all the research.
Anyway, I hope you're all having a productive day.
Outside the prison, parole,
Yeah.
so that we can live our lives and put all of this behind us.
So
The house is being painted today.
Yeah.
Mark, fucking honestly, man, you wish sure like call station London, boom, done.
You are too?
Now it's only starting now. We got. Oh, sure, the paint question.
21 years. Wow. Wow. And do you have any way to assess like what the odds are?
That colour, look.
My odds now.
Dark Angel is called. One sec, look.
Victims' awareness.
Like it's a nice colour purple, isn't it? The colour purple. It's called Dark Angel. It's fucking lovely.
I'd say about 73rd.
While you guys have been down a long time, do you ever think like, holy shit, like now I might actually get out and like the world's changed a lot and I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fit in this new world if I get out?
Everybody in here is a lifer. Everybody in here is a life sentence. The only way we're making out is through the full work. A lot of guys in here are ex-gay. A lot of guys in here are ex-drug addicts. And so making the
That
change.
happens, right?
About the groups are here. A lot of them here. Have
Show me
been down,
how
like you
fucking
said, 20 years, 25 years. Some of these guys in here have been down 30 years, 40 years. We're learning from each other.
Has anybody from this group been paroled?
Yeah, I got granted parole.
You did? You have a date?
I'm waiting on that right now. I got granted parole in December. The governor approved my parole in March, and I signed my parole papers. I'm just waiting for a date now.
I'm
So
just waiting
hopefully
for a
within the
date.
next couple of months. Yeah, after 25 years.
Wow.
25 years, man. Fucking hell. I don't know how my man's not institutionalised. Like over 20 years. Like it's been proven, studies have been done. You get institutionalised. But like I said, it's like a lot of these guys, like 20 fucking, like in America, it's crazy. Like you're given like fucking 300 years. Like what's the point in giving my man 300 fucking years? Or whatever, it's like... Anyway, I hope you're all well. Guys, you know what we need to do? I'll tell you later. We need to educate our children how to behave, how to have manners and morals and ethics. Do you understand? And have some kind of moral compass where they know how to behave in the real world and they're not dragged up like animals.
It is an event in many of our lifetimes. But what may be less well known is the motivation of the various parties, the roles of the United Nations.
That's the way I see it. I couldn't give a fuck what people think of me. As long as my community prospers and thrives, I'm good with that.
The Rwandan genocide
I like to
was
see
the
people
result of a vast
succeed,
array of causes
especially
and had
the
countless
youngsters
consequences
around
for the
here.
region.
Now,
In this
in all
video,
fairness,
we
the
will
little
attempt to explain
bastards,
the vast web of
like they're
events
putting their
that
hands
led
on
to the
social
genocide,
workers,
and hopefully encourage
probation
people to look into this a
officers,
little further. It is
key
perhaps
workers,
helpful
mental
to
health
start by
workers,
explaining the historical
hospitals.
roles of the Tutsis.
That's only me, sorry!
Rwanda was
The gas not on fire, it's just the weed,
by
it's
property,
fucking
overseeing the majority Hutus.
fucking
who were
fire
largely
alarm.
farm
Sorry
laborers.
about that, guys.
This is a generalization, and of course, there were certain
But,
Hutus in the Tutsi
I'm
world
setting off fire alarms in me gaff.
There were Tutsi peasants, but in terms of language, areas where they lived, and traditions, the Hutus and the Tutsis are indistinguishable.
It's hard.
In the 1800s,
raise
European
a
Catholic
son.
missionaries entered the region. They often
To be
found
Lord
it
of Biden
difficult to convert Tutsi elites
when he's
whilst
looked up to
having
his
great
father all
success
his
in the
life, who
regions.
wasn't, never
Rwanda
will
was
be.
colonized by
I break the
Germany
law
in
every day and I'll
1857,
continue to break
brought
it.
with them
Because
notions of
I
race.
enjoy a weed
The
and it's
German
illegal in
colonists
this fucking
saw the
country.
Tutsi elites
Now
as
the only way
racially
I'm not
superior
gonna
to the
smoke it
Hutus,
is if you take it
noting
on me.
their taller stature,
So
lighter
yeah,
skin,
I break
and
the law.
capacity to rule.
You know,
A simple explanation
breaking the law is
could be that
breaking the
Tutsi
law,
tended
right?
to have
Fuck it.
access to mill and spent less time
But,
doing labour-intensive work.
In order
They
for our
tended to be
children
taller
not to break the
and lighter
law,
skinned than the
we
average
have to
Hutu.
raise them.
Nevertheless, Germany enlisted
And any
Tutsis to
youngster
assist
that
in
has a
managing
male
colonial
role
affairs
model in his
based on
life,
their
a
existing
strong one,
power structure.
that
This,
has
combined with their European racial
a master
theories,
plan.
some believing that the Tutsis
He
were in
fucked
fact
up his
from
own
Ethiopia.
life, but guess
Following
what?
from World War
He
I
gave
and Germany's
life to a
defeats,
youngster
the
that
Belgian
went on
government was given control
to
over
achieve
the
greatness
Rwandan colony.
and get that
The
degree.
initial racial theories were
And
expanded
once
as
you
the
have
Belgian
one of them,
authorities
it can
applied
take
the
you
German
around the world.
principles. Skull
You
size,
could be an
skin
English
tone,
teacher
height
and
were used
fuck
to
off
compare
somewhere,
the
learn a
Tutsis and
language.
Hutus.
You
It
know,
was
a
believed
little
by the
apartment
Belgians
looking over
that
the
the
sea.
Tutsis were genetically
You know,
superior
the odd
and were
time
given
rob the odd
the
boat
lion's
here, there,
share
and
of
everywhere.
political
Like,
power in Rwanda. The Hutu majority,
yeah, my dream was to have my own
meaning that the Hutu
boat,
politicians
you know,
goals were often
that kind of
supported
way.
and
Alright,
encouraged
right?
by the church.
Uh,
But it was the issuing of racial
don't worry
identity
about it,
cards
bro.
that would perhaps play
Uh,
the biggest role in the genocide to
but
come.
back to what I was saying,
Each
listen,
Rwandan was given an identity card determining their race.
when I was a kid,
It
I
was
needed
therefore
discipline, right?
very easy to tell whether a person was a Tutsi or a Hutu.
I couldn't.
Following World War II,
Should the
the
kid
push for
suffer
African
for the sins of the
independence
father?
spread across the continent.
Fuck no.
The majority Hutu population
You know,
viewed the ruling Belgian and Tutsis
like
as
I
standing in the
said,
way of
Ray, I've
progress.
been around,
As
you
time
know.
progressed,
I've been in
the Belgian
situations
authorities,
and
with encouragement from the Catholic Church,
my lad
moved towards elections
and
with
other
Tutsi
lads,
elites
good
fearful of the
kids
outcome
that go
of
to
the
school, that
elections.
went to college,
In November
when all
of
their mates were sitting
1959,
out at the corner,
a Hutu leader was attacked
you know what I mean,
by
smoking weed. My
Tutsi
lad was
units,
in before
and his
9
death
o'clock with his
was
head in the
falsely
books.
The
And at
peaceful
weekends he
protests
was allowed to
soon
stay
turned
at me
violent as
mass
some
being
Catholic
here.
nationalist Hutus burned
Because I
down
know how
Tutsi
easy it is to fall into
The
that
Belgian
net.
colonial
Like, I'll paint the
authorities
scenario for you, right?
recognized
Here's the
most of the
scenario,
violence,
right?
with only a few hundred
These four
soldiers
kids are
stationed
new.
in Rwanda.
Well, I know.
Requests made by the Tutsis
Anyway,
to form their
two of them are
own
good
armed
kids,
forces were
right?
denied by the
Now,
Belgians,
they're going to
primarily
college, they're
fearing
doing their
an
thing.
escalation in the violence.
But
this was
and
ignored as the
they
Tutsi
decide to
and
go
Hutu
into
militias
fucking
clashed.
town.
A mass exodus
For
of
whatever
Tutsis
reason.
fled
Anyway,
to
long
neighbouring
story
Uganda
short,
and Burundi. Elections
they didn't
were
pay for that
eventually
train
held in
ticket, right?
1960 in a bid to move
Now,
Rwanda
when the
towards
conductor
independence
come
as
down
soon as possible.
to a horse
The
plane,
election was a massive success.
you know what I
that
mean,
passed
and
the
an
Hutu
incident happened
emancipation,
over a
Its leader,
fucking £1.50 train ticket.
being the country's first elected president.
Anyway,
During the
long
early years
story
of Rwanda's
short,
independence, it had to
the
contend
conductor
with
ended up
regular
getting
attacks from
assaulted.
Tutsi rebels who had launched
Eh,
strikes from Uganda and Burundi.
They
And
fucking stopped the
the
train
ever-present
themselves,
ethnic
pressed the
violence
emergency
between
exit,
Tutsi and Hutu.
got chased by the
Kievan was
transport
eventually
police,
overthrown by his army chief of staff,
and now,
Juvenal
because they're not paying,
Habyarimana.
and here,
Habyarimana
like I
was
said, you know what
dictator.
joint enterprise is?
He
Guilty
was
by
to deal with the
association.
tens of thousands
Do you
of
understand?
Tutsi refugees
It's like,
in Uganda and Burundi
cut a long
who
story
wished to
short,
return
this
to
kid,
Rwanda. In
he would have gone to
1981,
uni,
the Rwandan Patriotic Front,
and now,
or the
he's a criminal
RPF,
record
was
for
established,
aggravated
an
battery,
extremist group with
leaving the
influence
scene of a
over Rwanda.
crime,
Many
fucking,
of its members fought in the Ugandan
yeah.
Bush War,
And
them experience
Well, he would have gone to the Olympics.
In October
But here,
1990,
they can only get you so far. It's that'll get you a seat at the table and waste of talent, but he knows better than that. You pay for your fucking train fare, yeah? Even though I've done it myself a few times. But like I said, Laura Boyden, you don't want anything on your record, zero. You know, it's like, because if you carry on doing what you're doing, you're gonna fuck your life up, you're gonna have a criminal record, and nearly every employer you go to, on your fucking application, it'll ask you a simple question. Have you got a criminal record? Hey Graham, have you got a criminal record? And that motherfucker can follow you around for a lifetime. Now, depending on the crime, it's like now, this particular lad told me, Stuart, one day I'm going to be a head lead youth worker because of you. And it's like, what are you telling me for? Deal with it. You know what I mean? But you need to stay away from that little prick or this little prick or... You know what I mean? It's like, well, you can't help them all, and look, they're fucking youth. You know? But it all started over not paying for a fucking train. Conductor comes down, one of them grips his hat off. You know what I mean? Fucking about. Now, playing frisbee with the man's hat, right? And the man lost his patience, you know what I mean? And grabbed one of them by the neck. And next of all, his mate, here, you better let my mate go. You know, bang. You know, there's cameras on trains, right? You know, and he fucking got caught by the transport police. And he got arrested for assault and battery, for fucking, he even done them for not paying for the train. You know, fair dodging or whatever it's fucking called, but like they know better, and he knew better than that. You know, he was raised better than that, and I was more than that. And like I said, how's it going, bro? Mark's down the fucking hall stairs. Yeah, hall stairs and landing and still, hang on. 1 sec. What's you on a chair? Okay, 1 sec. We're coming. Here we go. Operation Purple is in effect. Operation Dark Angel. Oh shit, Dark Angel. I see it. Whoa. That's not going on the way I thought it would, but you know when it dries.
No, is it?
Yeah, but here's the thing, bro. You know when that dries.
Yeah.
It's like.
Don't know if I'm feeling it, bro.
Yeah, well, watch. Let me get out of it.
Paint there, mate.
Whoops a daisy. Whoops a daisy. Okay. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, man. He's well. Of course I will, yeah.
Don't stand on that fucking paint or whatever you do.
No, I won't. All
No,
the
don't
fittings,
do it.
look. You don't like it?
Don't know, bro.
Well, it's up to you, Johnny. I don't know what the audience thinks. What do you think of that purple, people?
Maybe when it gets another coat on it, be alright.
I reckon when it dries, it'll fucking... Right, just give me a second. Hang on, guys. Give me mother a kiss. Every day I get strength off that woman. But, I need some fucking milk, man. I need one of them. Will you fuck off, you dickhead? Don't start, because you break me eggs, you fucking need to fuck off. Sorry about that, guys. Hang on a minute. Get that on my head. I have one of them things. We fucking no, it's like every 18 months, like, you know, this was me ma's house, you know, and it's like, even though she's not here, she's here in spirit, you know, and here, and she was one of them right now. Listen, I'd love to get a dog, yeah, but I can't, you know, because I live in a house with another 2 Irishmen that, look at, the furniture would be eaten, there'd be shiting everywhere, the garden would be destroyed, and it's not as if I don't have the space for a dog. I love dogs. I love all animals. Don't get me wrong, I'd love a little monkey, mate, but they're social animals, so you have to buy them in pairs. Hey, alright, did I ever told you today I promised my daughter for her 14th birthday I'd get her a monkey? Like, you know when you ask your child, here, what you want for your birthday? And she goes, a monkey. So I'm like, yeah, no fucking problem, you know what I mean? The most it'd be is 500 quid, right? Anyway, so I rang the fucking thing on Stockport Road and I said, hello. He says, hello. I said, I'm Jude and I need a monkey. He said, yeah. He said, alright. He said, what do you know about monkeys? I said, they climb trees and they eat bananas. He said, is that it? I said, basically, yeah. He said, well, one for starters, they come in pairs, monkeys. It's not as if you can, it's not like a goldfish or a hamster. You understand, if it dies, you can replace it soon enough, you know? But a monkey, wait till you hear this. So, I'm thinking, monkey, container, 500 quid, say nothing, done, deal, done. So, he said, listen, you're best coming into the store, because it doesn't do it any justice talking over the phone. So I took myself onto Stockport Road, biggest pet shop in Manchester, goes in, right, now, I'm scanning the place, and I can't see no monkeys, right? Now, like I said, you promise your daughter something, you know, you'll fucking kill to get it, yeah? Anyway, I go, wait, let me bring this up to me brother. So, I fucking goes into the shop and I said, alright mate, I spoke to you on the phone earlier on about a monkey. He said, oh yeah, that's right. Anyway, hang on. We go back, Operation Lucas said, 1 sec, hang on. Operation put the milk away. Boom, done, over, tick, done, over, tick, boom, over. Now, this is no, long story short, not that one. That one. I'll deal with them in a while. Every time I make a cup of fucking tea, it's like, you know what I mean? Now, this is why I'm saying we can't have a dog. Do you understand why? Because it's bad enough having fucking women's hair in the house, but a dog's is totally different. Will you get on there, you? Like I said, look at the floor, right? Do I look like we're about to bring a dog in here? We could let him out there. Hey, do you notice how green the leaves are gone? You know what I mean? Trees need leaves. Hang on a minute. Like I said, Raymondo, give me a minute. I have to bring the bulldog a cup of tea. He's doing the gaff purple. See what I mean? He's only fucking started. Look, he's fucking rinsing through it. Right, brother?
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. He has the hands like a surgeon. You know. But anyway, I reckon, bro, 2 coats of that, let it dry.
That's fucking shit, mate.
Let it dry and see what way it comes out. I know, but it'll be nice when it's on the wall. Yeah, man. Good afternoon, Pablo. How are you doing, brother? Oh, fucking hell. Right, hydrate mode. Hang on a minute. Air Max down the painting pod. You know what I mean? No. Going back to what I was saying about the next generation of youngsters, okay? Now, if you've gone through similar stuff in your life, if you've been behind the door, and you come out and you can influence something in your community, even if it means grabbing one of your local councillors by the neck And you better pray he doesn't press charges, you know, but he knew I was very passionate and he made a promise and he fucking broke it. He fucking smashed it to pieces, in fact, but he has to answer to people too, so I had to do something about it. So I used my influence and I reached out to somebody really close to me, being my son, being a head lead youth worker himself, having 6 underneath him. Every day. He started this work because of autism, because of my nephew. And every day he's helping kids from Liverpool, right? Your city, not mine, yours. Working on changing policies, legislation, restrictions to protect youngsters. Some of the kids that come into his centre have autism, ADHD, learning difficulties, Down syndrome, cancer, leukemia, Alder Hague fucking hospital, Make-A-Wish Foundation, you know, and you know what fucks me right up, yeah? Why can't God just take the horrible bastards off the planet and let kids live? You know, don't throw a spanner in the works too early, God. Even though I have faith, he fuck one of mine at 4. And 4 decades later, he's thrown the biggest one of them all. Operation Noah is in effect already. You know, I'm working on myself. Probably I'm going to try put a couple of stone on in the next 2 months. I'm going to start eating properly again. Drinking, hydrating, not eating sweets, not eating chocolate. Cut it all out, more veg, more fruit. Yeah, I said, Pablo, come here, hang on. Imagine your daughter has a grandson, yeah? Wait to see this. This is the bigger picture. Hang on a minute. Here we go. Do you like me? Now, you know, I want to shout out to a very good friend of mine, who's one of the best artists on YouTube, without a doubt. I see Noah running around this garden, listening to tell it, and you know what? He's gonna know a lot about birds, Noah, and not the 2-legged ones. Now, if you know the way my garden is and the situation over there, right? Look at the tree line. Trees need leaves, right? So now all the little birds have plenty of shelter and cover. Because Mother Nature gives, she takes away, she gives. You know, there's green everywhere for them now, do you understand? Look at even that little fucker sitting up there. Look, getting the suntan on the slates up there, Don. But I see Noah running around this garden. Paddy, come out! I'm gonna stab you with my umbrella. Come out, here. Do you wanna go fishing? Here, come out, will you, Mr. Paddy Conroy? This is your life. Dan, dan, dan. Oh, sorry. Are you in here, Mister? Where are you hiding? I'm sure he's in here. I can smell Geordie. Hang on. Like I said, that's going in my studio. That was one of my ma's favourites. You know. Hey, Pablo, right? Look at, I have me 4 set over there now, right? Like I said, about 15 years ago, I was banging to me music. Well, I've been banging, music was my first love. And these are getting dust on them. 4-piece Technics, and I have me 2 turntables in there. All I need is an amp, and I can rock this shed, man. I blow the roof off this shed. Come on, y'all, let's rock it. Ooh, Now, you know what? I appreciate God and what He's given me. And since I see my grandson, I don't know whether it's God does or Mother Nature does, but when I held him and I looked at him, I knew straight away I have to handle my shit. You know what I mean? Because I see him running around this garden. You know, so if that means I have to eat a few apples and a few more grapes, I want to be able to body slam him on this trampoline. Do you understand? When I say body slam him, I mean body slam him, yeah? And then dive off the shed and do a frog splash. You know, but I don't think his man appreciate it. You know. Right, Paddy, get in. May I listen to me, yeah? Do as you're told. You're in Manchester now, right? Get in there. There's enough room there for a few hobbits. You know, I have plans for this garden, you know. And it's ridiculous. There's like £1,000 more fucking garden furniture there. Because that's what it cost. Yeah, I'd say about 900. My bad. About 900, yeah. And just sitting there doing nothing. You know, just like the trees. Trees need leaves right now. Shout out to anybody that has autism. Because this was built for somebody that has, you know, visuals. You know what kids are like. You know, they like climbing, don't they? Up the step. It's just like, it's life's a 3-step process. 1, 2, 3. You know, and then here, that's university. Now, you're on a straight fucking platform. Now, if you choose to deviate left, alright, that's on you. Stay that way. We're going straight all the way. All the way. We're even going down. Hang on a minute. 1 sec. Wait, 1 sec. How do we do it? Come here, you fuck. I feel like I'm in a water park. Operation Water Park is fucked. Sorry about that. Anyway. Trees need leaves. Peace. Right, come on, me Gwyn. This is why I can't have a bow wow. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the jelly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. Oh fucking hell, I didn't even know there was 7 people in here. I'm breaking records, guys. 7 people in me life. Whoop whoop, I'm fucking living the dream. No, I didn't get the new fish. I blamed it on Mark. Here, you try tell a 5-year-old. Here, you know the 4 fish I got you 2 nights ago? 3 of them are dead. Now, Pablo, here, I'm no tough guy, man. You try tell a fucking midget. Here, your fish are dead. But what I did was, I told her, I said, look, it was the Play-Doh. Hey, Mrs. Moon and Mr. Moon. Guys, I've not been looking in the chat. Alright, fucking Braveheart. Guys, Raymond, Ian, Bill and all, here, say hello to your ma for me, will you? I'm a big fan of Cathy, I always have been. Even though I don't watch soaps. Yeah, here, listen. You need to fucking, if your kids are saying arguing in your home all the time, going out to the street and they're taking out their frustration on other people, and other people are getting stabbed to death on a daily basis around the UK because there's been a study done in loads of countries. Young men that have no role models or male influences in their life are very highly likely or probably likely to go on and to commit crime because they haven't got their dad to say, me and I tell you, yeah, you bring police to this store, yeah, and I'm gonna break your jaw. Okay? Now I never had to do that with my kids. Raise me hand, raise me voice, yeah. Here, how about this for a grenade in your works? No Wi-Fi. Here. Tell you one thing, man, I'll hold me hands up, I blackmail me kids with Wi-Fi. That was the discipline. Alright, you think you're funny there now, no Wi-Fi for the weekend. Oh, duh! But I've never had to, I think I've only had to do a never. It was a deterrent. Do you understand? Yeah, man. It's like, well, here, like I said, on a serious note, right? I'm lucky enough to be a father of 3 amazing kids, yeah. I have 2 beautiful daughters and I have a scholar for a son. You know, because I fucked up everything and here. You know when you know you fucked up and you're like, I owe this person money or I owe that person money, and when it hits you that you fucked up and you know it's on you. Like, I'll give you a simple example. You have Fred, Ted, Ned and Zed and Jed. Now, yeah, anyway, whether it's Ted, Ned, Fred, fucking Shed, whatever. And I'm a baker. And the local bakery rings me and goes, Stuart, I've 100 loaves of bread there to sell. Do you reckon you could do one with them? Hang on a minute. Yeah, I'm sure I know. Ted, Fred, Jed, whoever, Shed. Anyway, they're hungry and they have to eat. Now, in order for them to eat, you have to work. You know, so, Gaffer Ainsley, any problems, Stuart? No. Why? I distributed it amongst a few bakers. Look, people are hungry over here, motherfucker. Anyway, I took a risk. I trusted me mates, and they fucked up. So I had to take it for the team, you know. I don't care if you're here. You go to someone and say, listen, I'm a couple of £1,000 short. I can't pay it, you know what I mean? My ma's died, or my granny's died, or my dog's died. You know what I mean? It's like, I couldn't give a fuck. If your dog died, your ma died, your whole family died. What's that got to do with you paying me? That's not my issue. You know, you'll have something in common with your granny. If you don't get my money by the end of the fucking day, or give me my shit back, and I want 10% for making a dickhead out of me, and if you don't give it to me, I'm gonna put a hole in you that's gonna affect your leg for the rest of your life. You know, and like I said, I trusted in my friends and they fucked up. So if they fuck up, I fuck up. You know, we all fuck up, but I got the, let's say I got the punishment. You know.
And those convicted of violent crimes. In section 2, there are
Fuck's sake, it's like,
with a low risk profile. 3 and 4 house
me point being,
criminals, prison workers, and the elderly.
if you think your kids are taking drugs, like smoking weed, you'll be able to smell it off them, okay? And their eyes will be really red. You know the white parts? Yeah, it's like, check their man bags and make sure they have no knives in them, if you get the chance. Now, like I said, I brought my son up to be law-abiding, to have morals, to have ethics. Do you understand? To have credibility, integrity, intuition. You know, and now he helps fucking hundreds of kids every year around this country. Here, do you know what Make-A-Wish Foundation is? Let me drink this a second and I'll tell you. Oh, people close to me are achieving and doing. And making dying kids' last wish. If you want to meet fucking Basil Brush, or whether it's The Rock, now you probably won't get to meet The Rock unless you're in America where the Make-A-Wish Foundation is for. A lot of these kids know that they're dying, and you know what? They're still smiling. Now shit like that gets my attention. I care about that. My son does cry sometimes. He says, Dad, I have to keep it together sometimes because, in all fairness, the strength some of these kids have. And they know their fate, and they're only kids. You know, but when our kids grow up, right, we always want our kids to do better than us, right?
Without a single
You know, and I wanted mine to do better than I ever did, and he's achieved that. But he's had a little bit of help along the way and support, and he's had good role models in his life, and he's had his father by his side from day one.
I've had a foot infection in the past. The food is bad and unhygienic. And it's freaking hot.
Sorry about that.
To get him relocated to another prison, though to no avail so far. But he's still hopeful. Many other
Pablo, that's the dream.
lost all sense of hope, particularly the
Like
prison's
I
American
said, I don't know whether it's Mother Nature does this or not, but as soon as I held him, Pablo, and you know, I had a really bad chest infection, and I couldn't see him for a couple of weeks, nearly, and it killed me. My brother holding him before I did, right? But when I got to finally hold him and have him in my arms, bro,
the risk of altercations with other inmates is too
nothing else matters. YouTube. If it works out, Pablo, it works out. If it doesn't, at least I know I give it a go. You know what I want to take back this year. Something that was taken from me, right? I have 2 channels. STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER and STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER 2.
end up in one of the toughest prisons
Yeah.
in the world.
And going forward here, if you cannot control what goes on in your own home, if you do not discipline your children, not by smacking them, or fucking hitting them, or fucking shouting at them, and tell them, listen, I'm not paying your contract phone, and the Wi-Fi is going. Now, digest that, motherfucker. Now, you ask any kid, right, if they have not got data or Wi-Fi, they're gonna, it's like a drug. You see, phones have stolen our childhood. How can I put this? Not mine, but technology is spoiled growing up. I remember as a kid, right, now, I've complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I see things on videos right now. I'm going to, through my eyes and my conscience, I'm going back, right, I'm at my door. There's a corner there where everyone sits at, and there was about 4 ropes attached to the pole. You know where all the girls were swinging around the pole, and you're going over them and what have you, and it's like, I remember when I was 10, I seen the girls drawing chalk beds and using a shoebox. I forget what the bleeding game's called, but, you know, and things like that. Like, you know, kids making dens and catching frogs and tadpoles and fishing and fucking going out in your quad or whatever, you know, fucking doing kid stuff. But phones now, not just kids. Pablo, do you know how many accidents there is every single year? Do you know how many people die because someone's like that? Next of all, they look up. You know, with you on your phone, you know, all it takes is a second, and you can kill a family. People are that distracted. You know, Twitter and Instagram and fucking Snapchat is more important than keeping your eyes on the fucking road and doing what you're meant to be doing. You know, like I said here, anyone around me will achieve something in their life. You bet your bollocks they will. You know what I mean? They're doing it already. And I don't need no thank you, Jude, or no recognition. I get here, my recognition is their successes. You know, I've helped them through their failures, and I use the method of encouragement on this housing estate, and it works. You know, I'll encourage you, if you think you're tough, I'll encourage you not to think that, cause, yeah, there's a lot of kids around here that can fight.
The routine is always the same.
You know, cause most of them are gypsies, and I get on great with all of them, cause I know all the dads, you know. And then you have a Muslim contingent, Pablo, all my nephews.
Every week.
You know, I'm surrounded by love, Pablo. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a nobody on YouTube, bro, and I've said it from day one. I'm a no one, bro. I'm just a normal fella. Well, I wouldn't say I'm normal. Like, but at least I'm honest. You know, some people might not like me, and listen, that's okay too. It is what it is. Did anyone's mum used to say if the ice cream band song was playing a men's they had run it. Yeah, like I said, you know, we were only talking about it last night, okay? Now, I'll tell you what I remember about the traditional ice cream man in Ballyfermot, okay? Anyway, yeah, so you go out, right? Now, back then, the house special was the 99, right? Hey bro, we were talking about it last night, weren't we? What? The boats we used to get in Ireland. You know, fuck off. Little bollocks. I'm gonna answer for a bit of it. But no, one of the boys mentioned the ice cream man, so what we were saying last night, our ice cream man, right, he used to do this where these little plastic containers that look like little boats. So what he'd do is, he'd get, he'd pull it down 3 times. So you have, it's like, you know, a cone without the cone, just the ice cream. So then what he'd do is, he'd get that canned fruit, Pablo, and he'd put loads of it in, and he'd pour the syrup over the ice cream and stuff, right? And then he'd put the red, you know what I mean, all over it. Now, this week I'm making a legendary dessert because I'm having a meal with me missus the weekend. A meal for 2, well, a meal for 3 really. But the midget doesn't like Chinese food. You know, like Chinese food. Okay, chicken up and chip.
This part of the prison operates on a
It's gonna have to be.
basis.
No, thanks for coming in, bro. Now listen to me, right? Where I'm from, right? Society and statistics say that you're more likely, highly probable, to go to jail. Or to go to the cemetery, or to go missing. You know, and it happens. It's a lifestyle choice. If you choose to be in that life, you are putting your entire family in the crosshair, my friend. It's all bullshit, all that life. You should have never known anything about me, only because someone come on the set fit and told you, right? Like I said, at 15, you know me, I thought I was one of the boys. But what I didn't realise at the time was that the boys were using me to do their bidding, to hide their shit, and do it well, and not tell anyone. You know, and I don't know how that fucking prick found out. You know what I mean? Pablo and my kids were watching. My daughter said to me, Dad, did you ever shoot someone other than me Uncle Al? You know, how can I answer that? I've shot my own brother. You know what I mean? Dad, did you shoot people and rob drugs? Yeah, I did. I'm not proud of it. But I walked away from that life.
Maximum security also applies when the food is delivered. Every day, the guards check.
Cause I didn't ever tell any. I don't know what you're on about, mate. You know, a wolf sitting amongst a load of sheep. So I jumped ship, Pablo, as you know. Pablo, leave me alone with the fucking fish. Yeah, just want to hear something funny, right? Now, anybody that has a little girl, okay, and how can I put it? Alright, I'll put it another way. When my daughter was about 4 or 5, she got her first pet. And she liked them little gerbils, you know, them little rat fucks with a tail that runs. I didn't like them, but I ended up loving them. I just didn't like anything crawling on me because I'd better fuck her against the wall, but I'd kill it then. You know, it's one thing killing the bee, but killing a fucking gerbil in front of your daughter. No. My daughter's a humanitarian. Fuck me, man. She's got more animals on her body than there is in the fucking natural fucking history museum. Every fucking animal you can think of, even a fucking dinosaur. Yeah. Nah, Pablo, like I said, you know, the world is bad enough and we need good people in the world doing good things, yeah? And not asking for anything in return. Does that make sense? There's no solution without confrontation. Shout out to YouTube's Coffee Nation. And here, I look at this as a role, as a job, as my duty, to inform you of a few things. And of course, it's gonna be £76. Pablo, they're putting the Wi-Fi up fucking £6, it's 30 already. You know. Yo.
Taylor hopes to survive his time in La Mesa unscathed, one of the world's toughest prisons.
Yeah, but for Troy's, man,
In God.
yeah, but you've only given one call, haven't you?
Night falls over
I can see it though, like, you know what I mean? It's like if you look where the light is, once that's right, just let it dry. And see how it dries. And you'll probably have to give her another one, but that's steady on. You fucking motherfucker.
TV, electricity, and lights.
Mark's down the painting. €65. They're robbing bastards, Paul. You know. Like, over here now at the minute, it's £32. I think 31. I think they're putting it up to 36 or something like that. Then that fucking StreamYard is 20. But you can get a free StreamYard.
The next morning,
And then I have to pay for this phone. So that's £76. You know. But like Pablo, I do it for the love of people. And then you get the odd person will buy you a coffee and come in and it's nice, Pablo. It's like a fucking, it gives me a bit of a fucking, how can I put it? Like, you know, when you do lives and what have you, right? Like I said, Pablo, I put a lot of time into this, yeah? And as you know, this was never about pee for me. But it's like, you know, when people buy you a coffee, it's like an incentive, Pablo. And you know how many years I put in on here, Pablo. And YouTube broke me heart, bro. You know what I'm talking about. But it wasn't YouTube. It was my naivety. You know. But what we carried on forward, Paul. Now, if you're watching this, guys, today, this evening, tonight, can you give the channel a sub? I'm trying to get to 250 before the weekend. It's like, and then I want to get to 300. That's the goal. And when I hit that, then I'll think about what's next. But until it's in my head, until I get 300, man. Pablo, I'll have a StreamYard there ready to go. You know, 95% of the lives now are toxic. Everybody wants to be a tough guy. You know what I mean? You're a tough guy, but your missus wears the pants in yoga. Yeah. There's 3 wolves in this den.
is that it's a huge challenge.
You
It's
understand?
definitely very challenging.
Like,
Absolute control.
but like I said, if people buy you a coffee, it's like an incentive. You know what I mean?
Prison director needs to attempt one thing above all
Oh
others,
shit,
prevent
sorry, hang on, wait.
another riot.
I didn't even see it.
Although the prisoners aren't allowed by their cells,
€65.
they still
Dude, if
train
you
every
cancel
day.
stream,
The inmates in high
they
security
give
block 6.
you it for a tenner
Ready
for
for
6 months.
To do this,
Fucking hell, that's fucking alright that. Hang on, let me read that again.
2 inmates at a
Nice
time
one for that,
use
fly
a
me
few
to the moon.
square meters to keep fit. Until the next time they
So
are
if I
back.
cancel it, you give it to me for a tenner for 6 months. Do you know what, that's good.
And the prisoners
Thanks for telling me that,
are
mate.
subjected to even
Yeah.
tougher conditions than the others.
Now, Pablo, look at, you know, I could have, Mel, with the qualifications I have, Pablo, I could get a proper job, bro. Now, I've had jobs. I've been a chef, a butcher, and a scaffolder. And nothing I've ever done. Bro, I got that job as a labourer. And I worked for the biggest company at the time, being SGB, Scaffolding Great Britain. I went from a labourer to a fucking supervisor in 2 years. It's like, you know what I mean, because of health and safety and precautions and risk assessments and plans of action and stuff like that. Safety first, always. Safety is priority, always. If you're a liability, you're going home. End of story, because you're putting your colleagues, the public and yourself in danger because you're still fucking intoxicated from the weekend. Bro, me missus is pregnant. I can't afford any days off me. Yeah, you should have thinking about that before you come into work this morning. You know what I mean? All of us won't have a job if you get on that forklift. You know what I mean? Here, how about this? Lads, come over here. Here, there's a Tommy gun. Shit, one, knock yourself out. You know, but that's handy to know.
Its walls could do whatever he wanted. It was known as El Pueblito, the little village, a prison town.
Oh, I love, see, Jim. And you know something, right? This is how fucking shady people are, Pablo, yeah? Offering me. I was offered £1,700 for that Rolling Stones one, Pablo. Now, Pablo, I don't have money. You know, and if I could sell that and disappear or whatever, Pablo, do you know, if we're starving to death, I wouldn't sell it. You know, because I love it. It's part of my studio, and the man made a promise to me and he gave it to me as a gift. So therefore, you can't. Who sells gifts? You don't sell a gift. You know what I mean? Justice for the 97. And shout out to fucking Jim, aka Zeus. And if you're not fucking subscribed to him, go give him a fucking sub. Because he's a fucking proud son of Liverpool. And I tell you what, he's a credit to his parents. You know, he didn't have to send me them. You know, we could have sent them to anybody. But he sent them to me. You know, he knew I was a bit butthurt when my gazebo went missing. You know what I mean? So, like I said, you know,
And this gives her just that little bit more freedom than most.
like I said here, they're my studio.
However,
I didn't know what to do with them. I was looking at them and I was like, how can I do this? They're like 15, 16 foot long. That one and the Guns N' Roses one, like the canvases. That should be in a museum. 1973 fucking Australian tour. Do you understand? And a few people have offered me money for it. And I keep telling them on Instagram, listen, my props ain't for sale. They were a gift by a gentleman called Jim, aka fucking Zeus, aka a decent fucking fella.
There were no rules.
So how the fuck can I get a gift and
You can't
sell
take
it?
drugs or alcohol. You can't prostitute yourself or anything like that. The prison management only cared about making sure no one escaped. That was it.
Shout out to
We had
Zeus.
computers, we had restaurants, we all had good money.
You know,
Now there is none of that.
I couldn't believe it, man, when I seen the parcel geezer turn up. It was like a body he was handing me.
Let me say,
I'm like, who's in there? He started laughing. He said,
snacks and soft
it's heavy, I'll tell you that, mate.
5 yards.
And I couldn't believe it, Pablo. I laid them out along the floor and I was like, wow.
Toilet paper, things prisoners need to buy themselves, and luxury goods such as hair dye.
Bro, fuck off, you're not even funny. It's like, you know how much time and effort I put into it, and then I go out and all you can see is a battered frame, yeah, and the canvas is gone. You know what I mean? And an empty table. Me flags were everywhere, some of me props were ruined. I had jersey signed by fucking Ronaldo and football. Here, fuck it, I'm glad it's wrecked. You know what I mean? I give all my shit away. I had a signed photograph of him and Messi that I paid 120 quid for, and I give it away.
Fresh food. Furthermore,
For what he did, that trading bastard, man.
in the men's prison kitchen,
The winker,
and during
from
the
Portugal.
important rule applies.
You know.
Strict separation of the
But,
sexes
nah, listen, right?
are banned
See,
from
men.
in the
Men cannot, I believe
The workers hold full responsibility.
most young lads should have have their father by their side, you know, because it's your dad that learns you. Be respectful, have morals, have integrity, credibility. If you ever borrow money off anybody, you pay it back. If you borrow money off the bank, you pay it back. If you have to pay £220 a week, when the bill comes around, you pay 200. No, you fucking don't. No cutting corners, pay your fucking bills. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what builds character, son. Do you understand? That's what he used to say to me. That's what builds character. You see, Pablo, my dad studied psychology. He worked in 2 hospitals, bro, for 30 years. You know, it's like human behaviour, body language, presentation. Everything's about presentation. I've had nearly 100 psychiatric evaluations from the age of 4. 4 years old. You know, up to about 10 years ago. Yeah. So I've had to prepare for a psychiatric evaluation now. It's like when you have one, it's interesting. They used to live lighters and fucking toys in this room. Now there's a big fuck off window. Now at the time I didn't realise they were watching me. That went on till I was 11. And I just stopped taking them. You know what I mean? Ritalin. Yeah. By that time, I'd established myself as one of the boys in Cherry Orchard. With them and that. Not that. Like that. Bang. That. Yeah, if I have to hit you with my knee, I will. But that's how you earn respect of people. You know, by taking it. Do you understand? And it's not nice when you have to take it. You know, be humble before you're humbled. That's what here. My father used to say that. And I've managed to be humble, to be noble, righteous, on a righteous path. Straightforward, Route 66. Yeah, I know the little alien is on the left. Keep going, Route 66. On the alien highway. Oh yeah.
Rivalries and fights to become top dog can spring up at any time. And this is exactly what the criminals have been learning to deal with on the streets of Tijuana for years.
Like I said, when I have the little man in my hand, I was looking at him and I was like, he looks a little bit like my daughter when she was a baby, you know, and he eats and sleeps and shites. I feel like pinching him when I see him, bro. Hey Stevie, to wake up, cause he's always a bleeding sleep when I get him. And here, what I've noticed is as well, everybody who smokes in this gaff will kill you. Don't smoke! Open all them windows now and the patio door. You know what I mean? I'm not having no chance. You know what I mean?
Gang members fight each other.
But holding them and all and looking at them was
They
like,
have to live with
I
it.
know what I need to do.
Just like cartel hitman Francisco.
Yeah.
He shares
Yeah.
a cell with members of other gangs.
You know, like I said, I want
He's
to.
gradually learned
I
to
see him
accept
running
his
around that garden and falling and picking himself back up, and you know, it's a rite of passage as a kid having accidents and bangs. And
that he has spent a
in
lot
all fairness, my life has always been about accidents and bangs. How ironic is that? You see the irony in that?
He
Yeah.
hasn't heard anything from his family for a long time.
Flash bang.
The only person to sometimes visit him is his mother. Francisco believes that his kids are now criminals too. though he
And that's
doesn't
what
know
we
for
don't
sure.
want. Hey, Stevie. Nah, Stevie, do you know what's another thing, yeah? Like I said, I know how the street life works and I know how easy it is to get into it, and a lot of my family have got into it, and some of them it's cost them their life. Now, my son is not getting involved in that, so I got away, you know, and I had the strength to stay away. Not because I couldn't go home, you know. Here, I'll tell you how popular I am in Cherry Orchard. My old schoolmate bought me house, how about that? You know what I mean? And I'm welcome on there anytime, you know why? Allegedly I'm an inspiration. You know, I got away from the block. You know, I've inspired a few people to do likewise. You know, because like I said, you know, if we don't tell our kids right from wrong, yeah, they'll think it's acceptable to get drunk, to beat their missus, all that shit. You know, and it's not cool. You know, like, if you have to hit a woman, you're insecure about something. And this goes back to basic psychology, being logical. Now, I lost the plot last year, I'm not gonna lie. I tried to bury me past and it nearly buried me. It's like, in fact, see, YouTube was the worst place for me a year ago to be. And I couldn't see it. Pablo, Stevie and Chopper could, just me. I'm a blind cunt. You know what I mean? But let's say, yeah, I see now. Yeah, I can see it now. Like I said, I love the mods that I have. You know, because they check me. You know, and when you're a fucking alpha in a den, you know, you have several alphas in a fucking den, you just don't wait. You know, he's, I don't know.
So now all the 22-year-old can do is wait
Hang on.
No,
I'm not going up. Look, what's it called? Dark Angel.
Don't know what it's called. Fucking no, it's not. It's called. I'm gonna get loads of Ribena in them.
Yeah.
Because I like Ribena.
Yeah, man.
I'm a big fan of Ribena.
Well, Pablo, that's the plan. You know, Operation Noah is in effect, and if you don't know it now, you know it. Yeah. Like God gives. He takes away, but he gives. God is good all the time. Kevin Hart, bro. Oh, you know, I like God-fearing people. You know, real ones, not phonies or imposters. No imitators. Where's all the innovators? Where's all the pioneers out there on YouTube who write books? You know, talk all that, but he couldn't throw a hook. Yeah. Yeah, Pablo is my video maker. I wouldn't have anybody else do it. Reason being, Pablo's become my pal, a good friend. And there's no, like I said, I have my video maker for my channel, and Tim makes the logos. You know, it's like you don't have, yeah, if people help you, you don't forget it. And it's like every time Pablo makes a video for me, right? I'll put it up on my Insta and I'll thank Paul. I'll say, I call Pablo the Binchy, right? Stevie Wonder and Chop Chop, they all get a name. And Mark J, you scouse bastard, how about that too? Now, like, you know what, a lot of people, you know, like a lot of good people come in here, in and out of here, and they know you're never gonna get loads of shit off anyone because I don't allow it. Not doing me much.
Drug trafficker Abdullah to car thief Taylor. Almost all of the
Nah, Pablo knows he's an artist. You know, I mean, he's very creative and he has like an artistic fucking view.
It is the perfect.
Do you understand? Like I said, it's like, and he's a good artist, yeah, a very good artist, very good video maker. And he's a good friend too. Like a big brother to me, he's been. You know, Stevie and Chopper too. You know, cause they knew last year when I was triggering and they do tell me, but I appreciate everything I have in my life, including this app on my phone called YouTube, where I've made a few good friends, lifetime friends. Do you understand? I won't sell my mates out for nothing. Do you know what I mean? Not a fucking chance, not for money, not for anything. I don't even ask you to hit the like button. You know, and I pay £76 for that a month. And Pablo, do you know how many people I buy coffee every fucking month? Anyway, fuck it. You know, it's like I don't benefit at all. It costs me more. You know, every week, right, without fail, or every month without fail, easy £100. So taking 76 for all my shit, right? And I usually spend £25 on buying people coffees or whatever, you know, cause that's part of the process. Like, you can support my channel if you want. You can buy me a coffee, and if you don't want to buy me a coffee, come in and sub to the geezers that are in the chat. You know, it's like, because they're decent people, and like I said, yeah, I can fucking separate men from boys. And I'm blessed to have fucking 4 dudes in my back 4. I'm living the dream. You know, grandson, forgiveness, redemption, salvation, no more justification. Joe McDonald is on, I'm done. I'm going to talk to you. Yeah, if you've got an issue with me, I'll put it another way. Down your veil, cuteness, Oscar Honduras, down Honduras, go to Mail of Mahagut and Cade Mail of Fortune. Oh yeah, you see, if I couldn't speak another word of fucking English, see that? I'd fucking choke myself with my own fist. You know, it's easier speaking Irish to people. You know, that's another thing you see. You have to be able to speak a couple of languages, whether it be your own native tongue, or whether it be English, a bit of Italian, a bit of French. No, wait up, forget the French bit, that was a mistake, you know, yeah. The only thing I like about France is the Eiffel Tower and Kylian Mbappe.
One pen plus a small knife,
you know,
and a heater for getting hot water in the cell. Both are homemade from bits of metal. A toothbrush or some old fat.
Like I said, without people's help on here, you'll never grow. And what I've realised is, a lot of these big platforms, when they grow, they buy subs. They actually buy fucking subs. Stevie can speak better Irish than I can. You know what I mean? I already know he can. I just know enough to get by, you know, that kind of way, and to be pleasant and courteous at the same time. Like when I say, good a meal of Mahagut, that means thank you very much. I'm going to say Cade meal of fortune, that means 100,000 welcomes. You know, I'm always courteous. You know, that's the difference between men and boys. Like,
Another day has
I look over YouTube, yeah, and I feel like I'm in that tower in Lord of the fucking Rings, yeah, and I'm the big eye, and I'm looking down, and I can see who's a cunt. I can see who's a cunt. I can see who is a cunt. You know, taking money off vulnerable people. You know, there's a lot of people come on here for reasons. Either to distract themselves from terminal cancer, leukemia, loneliness, heartache, guilt, strength and weaknesses.
particularly Taylor.
And people feel like safety in numbers. If you're part of a little clique, let's say, and that's what they are to me, they're cliques. One clique. I can identify with that phrase, one clique.
Possessing of a weapon is due to be released in a few months, and she's already planning her.
That one.
I want to start over and have a career as a real doctor.
But you need
I just want to start
to
over.
educate our children,
Never look back.
raise them with manners, integrity, you know, credibility, manners,
15 years
intuition, you know.
in her mid-50s
Like, I was raised to not to answer my elders,
When I get out,
always be respectful, you know, that kind of way.
people have changed too.
You know,
The
but
whole of society is different.
you can't expect everybody to live by your standards, you know.
and Hitman Francisco
Like, that's selfish,
isn't really sure
because at the end of the day, look, I can't think for everybody else, I can only think for myself, man. Because of good experiences and bad, I'm here talking to fucking you.
under control for
Do you understand? £76 a bastard month to do it. And you know what? I'm getting fucking. I never thought another one. No, I'm just wondering.
freedom and maximum surveillance.
Right, where do you want it? Let me close this shit down. But
I'm very proud. This prison used to be.
no, Pablo, like I said, when I'm long and gone off this earth,
Village,
eh,
and for good reason. It had all the qualities of a normal village.
my children won't waste their talent. They'll use it
Now we have
to
everything
climb
under control.
and keep climbing up that fucking ladder and don't look back.
And for us.
You know, that's what they've been told and they know it.
Known as the little village,
You get it? And if you don't know now, you know it.
a place full of drugs.
Like I said, I think my grandson is my salvation and my redemption.
Sure that nothing like
And God let me live and spared me to see my grandson, to see my little girl,
prisons
have a little boy, you know what I mean? And when you hold your own grandson, yeah, just like the leprechaun, right? I've always, do you know, most of my life I've been searching for that bastard, yeah? A rainbow, a pot of gold, right? Now here,
a world we
a lot of people, right? Now I know it's folklore and it's a myth, yeah? Just like a banshee, right? But what if you find a leprechaun and there's no pot of gold, there's just one wish? He says to you, right, you bastard, how'd you find me? For starters, listen, midget, I don't talk here, I'm fucking looking down at you, you know what I mean? You've got one wish, Stuart. That's it. And you can't wish for another 5 wishes either. That's cheating. I have one wish, can I have 1,000? I wish to have 1,000 wishes.
in the toughest
You know,
prisons in the world.
magic beans, fucking hell. Nah, like I said, it's like in the winter, my knees hurt really bad, you know. But owning your own leprechaun, come here. Like I said, Seamus, I felt bad for him because he's being caged for a few years, and the person that was minding him thinks that my environment would help him a lot. So I've named him Seamus He's the latest member of the team. He's upstairs having a snooze. I don't want to wake him up just in case he's fucking in a mood. But anyway, right, I'm gonna fucking,
A high-tech fortress.
like I said, shout out to anybody with a leprechaun. You know what I mean? Life changes, and it can take you a lifetime to find one. And one dropped on my lap. Now, I'm not cruel to midgets, like, but I'm gonna have to put a little fucking piece of rope onto his foot. You know, cause saying that, he'd be able to get through that, won't he? But anyway, yeah, shout out to all the leprechauns out there. Shout out to all the celebrities out there. Shout out to all the abusers out there who are at significant risk, not just to their own community. If that's how you are in real life, yeah, I don't want any part of your circle. Hell no. Anyway, shout out to some of the bravest men I know. Shout out to Pablo Dubinci, our Pablo, yeah? Not fighting holes, yeah? Then we have Chopper and Stevie, Donny Raymondo, Mark, and hang on, Jockney's in there, Peggy's in there, Lou's in there. Fucking, there's what, do you know what, right? I fucking forget. I'm having a memory lapse at the minute. It's like fucking,
11:30 a.m.
like I said, Tim and Pablo make the videos and the logos for the channel, and that's the way it's gonna stay. And all these geezers that have been given all this help, you forget about all the people that helped you get up that fucking ladder. You forget about the people that helped you get your first 1,000. Do you understand?
Approval each time the gate is open. No one enters an Ongo without consent.
Hey,
This is a super
Jill McDonald's and I'm dumb. And I have never ever sold out to people that are chatting on YouTube. I don't watch people's lives now. Here, in the world I'm from, you go rah 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 rah. Okay, now it's my turn. Fuck off! You know what I mean? What you say here? There's me on. Fuck off. Like I said, the only duty you care I have to people on here, yeah, is telling you to go fuck yourself. Shout out to all me mods. Guys, my phone's gonna die. There's no solution without confrontation. I salute everybody in YouTube's Coffee Nation. You know why? I'm here at my location. You know what I mean? If you want to meet me at a station or a location. Do you understand? Oh, fucking hell. It's a real factification. Right, my son of Ballyer, soldier Ballyer, and straight out Ballyer. And I'm straight out here too. Guys, if you're watching this tonight, this evening, tomorrow, whenever, give everybody a sub in the live. If you want to buy me a coffee, you can. If you don't, come in and say hello, because some of the best guys on YouTube are in here. Guys, my battery's about to die. Like I said, there's no solution without confrontation. Shout out to YouTube's Coffee Nation. I love all me mods. Everyone is for coming in. Fly me to the